Copy my hand gesture.
Was I? We were both doing
I said, hopefully we'll be a part of it next year, and you were like,
I mirrored you?
yeah. Good morning, guys. We are here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we are getting ready to head out to judge the world's first vegan bodybuilding championships at the Fort Lauderdale Veg Fest. Super, super excited about it. We're gonna take you along with us today. Say hi, Giacomo.
What's up?
All right, so what this is it is a bodybuilding show that is entirely vegan. So part of the polygraph test is actually if people are vegan, if they've been vegan for a year. So this is different than what we normally do, which is we go and compete at big bodybuilding shows and we're competing against people who are not vegan. This is mostly just to like crown the kings and queens of the vegan bodybuilding community, and we are super honored to be judging it. So it's here at the South Florida Veg Fest in Fort Lauderdale. Kind of see Clean Machine is the founder of this particular competition, and it's the NFF, the Naturally Fit Federation, that is putting it on. About 10:15, we're gonna have the athletes meeting in 15 minutes and get the show on the road at 11. I think there's about 40 competitors, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, look forward to this.
South Florida, Fort Lauderdale Veg Fest. There are so many vegans in the building.
This is a great day that we want to showcase y'all that vegans can be athletic, fit, and also build muscle.
He's a clean machine. Whenever he comes out here, you really want to see that. So go ahead and give it up for Mr. Jeff Palmer.
I became vegan 33 years ago. I love exercise and fitness and health. We're out here to inspire others to say, you don't need the drugs. You don't need the animal products.
All right, everybody, so the vegan bodybuilding show is over, and now everybody is at Vegan Fine Foods here to celebrate, and I am going to show you what's up in there, and later I'll give you a recap on how I think the whole show went and my experience as a judge. So we're about to dig in. So we got a Reuben and a buffalo chicken wrap, and we are gonna switch halves.
Do I have to share?
You have to. And that's how I get to try a little bit of everything on every menu, everywhere we go.
All right, everyone, so that's a wrap. World's first ever vegan bodybuilding show is now a thing. Clean Machine's already planning to do it for next year. And quite frankly, this is something that's never been done before, and so neither of us really knew what to expect. Usually the way we do our thing and we get the message out there is we go to natural bodybuilding events as the vegan competing without letting anyone really know, just kind of incognito. And we walk out with the trophy and the Vegan Muscle Team shirt on our back, and then they get it. So that's usually the way we do things. And yeah, went into this looking to fully support the vegan bodybuilding show, but once again, not really knowing, you know, what the outcome would look like. And I gotta say, I was surprised in a good way on how well things were run. The first year for any kind of show is really challenging. It's hard to get competitors. It's hard to get competitive athletes. And there's a lot of things that you just don't realize when you're planning a show for the very first time that can cause the show to be somewhat disorganized or not run smoothly. And I gotta say, Jeff and the Clean Machine crew and the VegFest crew, they all did a fantastic job at running the show really well, promoting it really well. And the community came together. I mean, it came out in droves to support the show. We had competitors coming from Sweden, from Germany, from Hong Kong, from all over the map basically, and of course lots of competitors from the States. And yeah, I would say even though there were only vegans out there, from our perspective, just from being in this sport over the years, I would still say that it was a highly competitive show.
It was a good show, and we didn't know if a lot of people that were vegan that maybe didn't know a lot about bodybuilding or had never done it before were just gonna come out because they felt like it was like a safe space for vegans to compete at, which of course it was, but we were afraid maybe people would show up that weren't ready. We were afraid people would show up that weren't ready for bodybuilding. That was not the case. It was competitive. It was just as competitive as any other natural bodybuilding show of that same size, which was awesome. And it was just very smoothly run. The competitors had a different vibe to it. It wasn't like, I'm going to crush you, because ultimately we're all like playing for the same team, you know what I mean? So the judges were vegan, the competitors were vegan, the organizers were vegan, and in between people coming out on stage, you know, we were able to actually talk about veganism, and the whole VegFest was behind us. So let's say people came to the VegFest that were vegan and brought their like non-vegan family along with them just to come to the show. Those non-vegans were in a position to actually see the bodybuilding show and maybe be like, oh shoot, I didn't know you could do that as a vegan. So there were some elements of activism to it that were a bit different than what we've done in the past, and it was a really good time.
Fairly unique experience overall. The way that I saw it, it was a way to introduce the vegan community to bodybuilding, and also to have veg-curious attendees come to VegFests and be exposed to the vegan athletes that they would otherwise only see on social media competing against others. So I honestly, in my mind, when I saw this going down, I kind of thought of my previous experiences with bodybuilding shows, and like, there's bodybuilding shows and you go to them, and this one is going to be a vegan bodybuilding only show. And then when I got there, I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity for us, instead of tabling or instead of presenting at an event where there are veg curious and we're giving more exposure to the community about what different vegans are doing out in public, we have basically vegan bodybuilders on display at a VegFest, which I thought was kind of a neat idea, and I really didn't think about that going into it, but I like the way it worked out.
And kudos to Jeff Palmer of Clean Machine, who's been vegan for like some 40 years or something crazy like that. This was his vision, he put it together, he executed it fabulously, and also kudos to the Naturally Fit Federation, who has nothing to do with veganism, for like believing in this enough to put it on. That was awesome. So yeah, this was a really cool trip. So hopefully we can be a part of it next year too.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it and following the journey to the 2019 World Vegan Bodybuilding Championships.
I think it's gonna be bigger and better next year. All right, thanks guys. We will talk to you soon.